Well, I've done it again. I bought another golf cart. This time it is an EZGO Medalist, which I hear is the same frame as a TXT, which means a lot of support still exists today. Unlike the, I forgot what the name, Medalist, this one over here. So my plan after the holidays, because this is going to be in a golf cart parade, I suppose it's called, is to take all of the new pieces and parts and batteries and transplant them into this after I get the body and the battery tray, everything into a shape that makes sense. It came with some batteries. They're 36 volt. They are dead. They're from 2012. They were not maintained. They maybe hold 4 volts if you're lucky, a piece. I've tried putting them on a repair, or I've tried putting, the distilled water in them, letting them sit for 48 hours on a trickle charge. It still didn't come back, so unless I put up a high voltage like I don't feel like doing, like 48 volts to each battery to try to blast off some sulfur or sulfate corrosion, I'm not going to be doing that. So I'll be using my 48 volt batteries that I've got sets of. I've got 3 sets of 24s that I'm going to be placing in here. That motor, I believe, I've already tried to just make sure the electronics work. I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure something in there has grounded the frame. When I hooked up the power, I took a multimeter, I tested to the frame, and I was getting 32 volts out of the frame. So I read online, the golf cart frame should not be grounded, so that seems to be something's wrong with the motors from what I am getting from that. I couldn't find any traces of wires hitting the chassis anywhere, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be taking everything out of here anyway, including this reversing manual switch and putting in a contactor for that purpose. It will be in all tracks at that point. The only thing I'm worried about, but probably don't need to worry about, is if that rear transaxle transmission, whatever you want to call it, is functional. So once, well, it rolls fine. It doesn't make any clicking while rolling, but it's not under power. But I do have another transmission if I need it. Hoping I don't need to do that, because that's more work than I was hoping for. Anyway, at some point, I need to take out the power connector, take off all the metal framing, put it on some blocks, sand it down, paint it, get it nice looking, and then while the chassis is off of it, hook up the electronics, and that will probably come after the holidays. It does have a dump tray, or I don't know what to call this, a utility bed. Somebody put a piece of wood on there. It's rotten through. See it next to the other golf cart right there. It's pretty toast. It's not functional anymore. It's falling apart. But I actually don't even know if the utility bed is going to be functional once I get done with it. If you look at the lack of material here, that's kind of bad. It's so bad, in fact, that the heads of the bolts that were here, you don't even see it, there's one here, have to be probably ground off. And there's 2, I doubt I'm going to be able to get them on camera. There's one here, and this one I can actually see, but someone's done that. Other than that, though, it came with they had the batteries, it came with the controller, it came with all the electronics. It does have some damage, but again, because it's a Medalist, which is the same chassis as the TXT, at some point I can even replace the entire body shell with the newer body shell and go from there. The only negative of it being a utility cart is this piece. The back of the seat isn't common. I'm gonna need to, if I get rid of the utility bed, get all of the metal work that usually holds a golf bag here for the seats to reattach properly. I'm not so sure, because the only way that's stock to get the cover, the top, this, to reattach is on the side of this utility bed, unless I get the new bars and the stock mounting plates for a normal EZGO TXT golf bag type cart. Anyway, it's a job. I'm not really in a rush to do it. It will be a slow process, but He even gave me the charger. See it over there on the table, but it's not even going to be using lead acid by the time I'm done with it, so maybe I'll just hold on to all this in case I need to trade out at some point for a lead acid system for whatever reason that might be. Anyway, that's it. I hope you all follow me for more as I continue to process this new project I've taken on. This is going to be a long one, I'm sure. Yeah, the reason I think there's some more evidence of the rust on the utility cart. It's really bad. The thing that drew me to this cart isn't obviously that battery tray is bad. Or not bad, but it's severely rusted. Is the lack of rust on the frame itself. You see around, you see all that black, now you still see the paint. That's just dirt on top of it right there. Everything that matters is not rusted and looks well maintained. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. That's the new project that will be most likely spanning into the summer, spring-summer time frame. That's it at the moment. All right.